Hi everyone. So for my introduction, I've created a poem and it's an original piece, so I hope you all enjoy it. Who is Kameelah Slater? I'm a senior, exercise science major. 4 years in college just trying to earn some paper. I've been studious, it's just in my nature. It's time to educate y'all on a woman, a phenomenal woman. Bessie Blount was her name. First Black physical therapist, she had no time for games. A legend she became, healthcare field wasn't the same. Let's see how she got her claim to fame.
The year was 1941. I had just finished up nursing school at the Kinney Memorial Hospital in Newark, New Jersey. I chose to continue my studies at Union Junior College and Panzer College of Physical Education and Hygiene to obtain a degree in physical therapy. However, while in pursuit of this degree, World War II broke out and the soldiers of the United States were sent into battle. Wanting to help out in any way I could, I used my medical skills and volunteered with the Red Cross's Gray Ladies at Base 81, which served veterans in the New York and New Jersey area. The main objective of the Gray Ladies was to provide hospitality-based services to military hospitals, and that's what I was going to do. By the time the World War II ended in 1945, I had received my degree and started practicing as a licensed physical therapist at the Bronx Hospital, which was located in New York. While in the physical therapy profession, a majority of my patients were war veterans who had lost limbs from being on the battlefield. In many cases, those soldiers' injuries were severe enough to prevent them from performing basic tasks such as eating and drinking. Because of my ability to write with different body parts, which I learned during childhood, I was able to teach those patients how to be resourceful with what they had. For those who had lost their arms, I taught those patients how to use their feet instead. I taught many arm amputees how to write by grasping the pencil with their toes. Some patients even learned how to read Braille with their feet. Many of my patients also wanted to have the ability to feed themselves without having to rely on other people. I was aware of how frustrating it was for my patients to deal with these setbacks, so I decided to do something about it. I spent about 10 months developing my first invention, which I called the invalid feeder. The inspiration for this feeding device came when a doctor at the Bronx Hospital mentioned to me how the Army had been trying to create a self-feeding invention but were unsuccessful in their attempts. I decided to take matters into my own hands. A lot of hard work was put into creating my device. I would work within the hours of 1 a.m. to 4 in the kitchen of my home. I used materials that were found in my home such as plastic, a file, an Ozpick, a hammer, dishes, and boiling water to melt the plastic into a mold. In 1948, I created a device that delivered 1 bite of food at a time through a tube. Each morsel of food was dropped whenever the patient bit down on the tube. The device was convenient because it could be used while the patient was sitting upright or laying down. This invention allowed amputees to keep some of their independence and regain control. Despite the genius behind my invention, I sure had a hard time gaining support from the United States Veteran Administration. Although this was a minor setback, I was still determined for my invention to succeed. In 1951, I got married to a man named Thomas Griffin, and a year later, in 1952, I donated the patent rights to the French government for free. When people ask me why I give my invention for free, I simply told them that money was not a huge concern for me. I merely wanted to show how Black women are more capable than just nursing babies and cleaning toilets. In 1951, I also created a second invention called a portable receptacle support. This device used a neck brace with a built-in support for a food bowl, cup, or plate. I was able to receive a patent on April 24, 1951, under my married name, Bessie Blount Griffin. In order to promote my inventions and gain more support, I made an appearance on the Philadelphia television show The Big Idea in 1953, a year after my second invention. This made me the first Black person and first woman to appear on the program.